Hey, what's goody, Frye gang? Now, before I actually start the video, I just want to say that this channel is actually my second channel, and my main channel focuses on Xeno, mostly Xenoblade. So if y'all are into Xeno or anything, hop on over there because, you know, it would be kind of nice connecting my two channels together. But a while ago, I made a community post asking y'all to tell me all of your, side order theories, and I would make a video about it. So not gonna lie, I kind of forgot about it, but the homie Mugens reminded me. So thank you for that. And let's get into these theories. Speaking of Mugens, theirs is the first one on here. And they say the thing seen at the end of the trailer is an amalgamation of Marina's inventions, which has pulled Agent 8 and Pearl and Deadfish into this alternate reality. Inside is Marina's consciousness, which drives the thing to fulfill her dreams in the easiest way an AI can comprehend. Like Commander Tartar, it lacks any sense of morality to limit its actions, hence it pulls anyone it can into the alternate reality to maintain true order. Which, this I think is a cool idea, and as far as we know, and this is very common for a lot of these other theories, is that side order is just one big simulation or some kind of alternate reality, because there's a lot to point at it. And a couple other people also think that weird boss thing at the end of the trailer is like either it's a boss, a final boss, or just a regular boss throughout one of the floors. But that very well could have something to do with Marina, since again we haven't really seen Marina anywhere in the trailer, and obviously they're going to save some big stuff for the end of the trailer. So this thing being at the end of the trailer and Marina most notably being missing from the trailer, I think they do kind of have some sort of connection. So this couldn't really be too far off, considering AI does exist in the series given Commander Tartar and Orca, and Marina, it could be in there, just like how Pearl is inside the drone. Marina could be in that big boss thing. So this one I think is a pretty cool theory. Next we have DJ Opeltavio. They say, my theory, I think Pearl got splatted somehow, and since Marina is super good at making machines, Marina made the drone for her a few months ago as a birthday present or something, and one of the functions on the drone is that it can turn into a spawner, those coffee machine things that help your character come back alive when you get splatted. So when Pearl got splatted, her ghost went into the drone, but the ink inside can't bring Pearl back, so she's just inside the Pearl drone for a while. And see, this is something I thought before as well, that Pearl somehow is stuck inside the drone, maybe not just as herself in squid form, but something like this, that she got splatted somehow by maybe Commander Tartar in a side order, and she was in this drone. So this theory isn't a bad one. It makes sense that perhaps Pearl's soul somehow got into the drone and it's not actually her. Again, we won't really know until maybe we get another trailer that hints at it more, or until side order fully comes out. But I like this little like character building and relationship building between Pearl and Marina even more, because we know how close they are. And then Marina giving the Pearl, or giving the drone to Pearl for her birthday, and then it essentially saving her, is I think a really cool idea. I like that little connection between the two. Next is from Shiver Deep Cut. They say, after the Final Fest, people moved to Splatsville since Chaos prevailed victorious, and since the apparent depopulation of Inkopolis Square, dead coral started forming because there was no life living there. And maybe Marina created her perfect world, but some unforeseen event maybe corrupted her, similar to Callie, and it made her create the little deadfish enemies we see in the trailer. And since she loves technology, she made the whole Deca Tower tech. But the thing that sucked in deadfish could be a failed experiment of either Marina's part or the fish. And I think this might actually, this could be, quite possible. It would make sense that since everyone moved to Splatsville, Inkopolis Square would be kind of dead and overgrown with dead coral, and it kind of sucked all of the color out of the world, or maybe whatever happened, whatever the villain is, came and sucked out all the color of Inkopolis Square. And you know, like they said, since Marina loves technology, it makes sense that she'd make all of this order stuff, and this could be her rendition of the perfect world. But, you know, maybe Commander Tartar, or hell, even Lil Judd. Lil Judd could maybe be the villain. You know, they came in and forced Marina to make the dead fish or whatever. But I think this one is quite possible, considering all things, since, you know, at least the beginning makes sense about the dead coral overgrowing because everyone moved out. Something's going on with Marina that we don't know about, and some kind of villain, because I don't think they would make Marina the villain. But this one I like quite a bit. Cave Boss says, I think it's just a what if story that explores the idea of a Matrix style gameplay. It shouldn't be taken as canon or anything. Now, kind of to build off of the last one, I think Side Order will be canon, just like how Octo Expansion was, because it would make sense, like I said earlier, for everyone to move out of Inkopolis Square to Splatsville, and then the overgrown coral moves in and takes over Inkopolis Square. But as for the whole like digital simulation type thing, I'm not really too sure what that's about. Like I said, it could be Marina's perfect world. She just built it in some type of alternate reality, you know, in Inkopolis Square, since that's what she's used to. But although this could be just a what if type of thing, I'm pretty sure it would be canon. Ink Killer next says, I think Side Order will be taking place in a digital world, and Marina was the boss, so she got captured and a new boss emerged that we need to fight against in Side Order. So yeah, this is a very popular theory that a lot of people have, including myself, that Side Order is just a simulation and something happened to Marina and we have to save her from a bigger bad. Maybe throughout Side Order they're going to make us believe that Marina is the villain, and then there's some bigger villain above that. All right, so I mean, it's a very common trope in games that, oh, this is what we believe to be the villain for the whole game, and then like halfway through, big plot twist, we find out they're being controlled by someone else and there's an even bigger villain higher up. I feel like this could be the case, because they could, you know, make us believe that Marina's the villain to kind of drum up hype or get us invested, and then it's realized, oh wait, she's not, because there's no way they'd make her the actual villain and would have to fight and defeat Marina. But yeah, this is a pretty popular theory among Side Order. Next, the Emerald Lunist says, this is definitely not gonna happen, but this was a theory I had before the trailer, so in between the teaser from February and the trailer in September. I had a theory that Marie was going to be the main villain and you were teaming up with Pearl and Marina to save her. Also, Callie just shows up at one point. I don't know, this is just stupid theory from Time of Drought. I mean, yeah, I can't even be mad, because this is how I was for like Xenoblade and Bayonetta and Pikmin. Like once we go like a long time without anything, our brain starts to come up with stuff. We try to come up with literally anything to just pass the time, because, you know, we have nothing to go on, so we have to grasp at something. So although this was kind of debunked with the second trailer, it's not really too far out there. Except for Marie being the main villain, I don't think Nintendo would go that far into making an idol a villain. I mean, technically Deep Cut were villains in main game, like the story mode of Splatoon 3, but they weren't really villains. They're more like Pokemon rivals. They were just kind of there to get in our way, and, you know, we'd fight every once in a while until, you know, we found out, oh, Mr. Grizz is the real villain. So see, like, I feel like they could do something with that with Side Order. Like, we think Marina is the villain, like Deep Cut, and then it's revealed there's an even bigger bad, like Mr. Grizz. But, you know, Marie doing some weird shit, and then Callie coming in, as well as Pearl and Marina to help us fight off Marie, you know, that's not a bad theory. It's just highly improbable. While these next couple ones aren't really theories, I did want to mention them. Elemental said that I found a theory by another YouTuber that the old Tony Kensa head is the antagonist of Side Order. Now, I actually watched this video. I don't remember who it's by. I'll put it up here on screen if I can find it. But she had some wild, wacky, insane theory that Tony Kensa himself is somehow the antagonist or the villain of Side Order. And I actually think it's a really dope theory. So I'll link it in the description if I find it. But yeah, y'all should definitely go watch that video. It's kind of insane. Next, we have DJ Opaltavio again. They said dead fish and dead fish like creatures. And this, I noticed this as well. Like those enemies we fight in Side Order are like dead fish. So do those have any type of relation to dead fish herself, like Oct? Because there's no way that's just a coincidence. Nintendo knew what they were doing, all right? Dead fish, you know, her name Dead Fish, and then they gave us dead fish enemies. So they have to be related somehow. And it's kind of, you know, it's kind of weird that they gave us dead fish enemies since we haven't really fought like fish enemies before in Splatoon. They've always been the Octarians. And then in Salmon Run, the Salmonids, those don't look like Salmonids, all right? Those aren't the same thing. Those are actual like fish. So perhaps maybe dead fish is the big bad. So they lead us to believe that Marina is the villain, and this whole time it's been dead fish, and she's been helping us, like dead fish has been helping us to kind of see how we fight and collect data on us, so she knows how to get rid of us. I don't know. I'm telling you, bro, Side Order is so wild, and there's so many different theories out there for Side Order. Anything's possible at this point. We know almost nothing about it, very, very little about the story. So truly anything could be possible with Side Order. Last and most definitely least, we have Prez says, ain't no way you just asked if I could leak the script to my next video essay, eye emoji. But all seriousness, Prez, he's a great friend of mine, one of my best friends. We went to high school together and everything. So he's one of the people I've known the longest. So he's a great friend of mine. Definitely go check out his channel. He also makes Splatoon content and a very, very, very well edited commentary videos. He's very slept on. His channel's small, deserves so much more love and support. So go check out my guy Prez. But that's it for now. Surprisingly, this video was shorter than I thought. But yeah, those are some just cool theories that people have. And if there's enough, like if y'all drop some more here and there's enough, I might make another video about it. But you know, anything about Side Order, I love making videos on Side Order. Anything I can think of for Side Order, I'll make a video on, because I'm very hyped for this. We have less than 4 months to go until Side Order drops, and that's gonna blow by so quick. So hopefully, I doubt it, but hopefully maybe we might get another trailer in either at the Game Awards in December or in the Direct in February. We might get one more trailer for Side Order before it drops. I'm really hoping that's the case, because anything more about Side Order, I'm all for it. But yeah, that's it for this video. If y'all have any more theories, drop them in the comments and I'll make another video on it. That's about it. See you next mission and play some goddamn Splatty.